Hello everybody, it is October 23, 2018, and the Sacramento Kings lost to the Denver Nuggets 112 to 126. And I'm not gonna lie, I recorded this once and I realized I was not recording my voice. Feels bad, man. Whew. But we're gonna do this again. And so yeah, basically we're gonna keep this quick because there's not too much to talk about. So a quick synopsis of the game. We basically got the first quarter is pretty even. Shumpert came out to play again. He had a quick 7 points in the first quarter, I believe. Might have been more than that, but he came out pretty hot. Although that was really the only bright spot in the first quarter. Gary Harris and Jokic were really killing us. Although it was pretty competitive. We were down maybe 5 at the end of the first, 5 or 7. It wasn't too bad. Start of the second quarter, we came out just completely flat. I don't know what happened, but all I knew is that we were down by 15 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. It was just a bad opening, really bad opening to that. I guess lowlights of the second quarter is that our defense really struggled. Notably, Fox and Giles struggled, really struggled in that quarter. Giles is just a fouling machine. I don't know. Maybe he needs to learn. I don't know. There's something really frustrating about watching Giles play, but honestly, I still have hope in him. It's only the 4th game of the season, so not to overreact or anything. But Fox, he really struggled this game. I guess he had a pretty off game today. He had a pretty bad stretch where he got fouled, went to the line. He had 2 missed free throws in a row, and then the next time around he came down, missed a wide open 3, and he was just so frustrated. Next time around he came and he had an and one. And he made the free throw, but he just looked super frustrated and really out of it. His jumper was pretty off today, but it is what it is. Maybe it's just an off game. Hopefully he'll bounce back in the next one. In the second quarter, Jokic and Millsap had 2 fouls each, but maybe we just weren't aggressive enough, but we could not capitalize and catch those third fouls on both of them. That would have been pretty big for us, especially since the Jokic and Harris 2-man game was really killing us. Millsap was killing us as well. Couldn't really handle him down on the post. But yeah, Frank Mason had a pretty big 5-point run of his own. He hit a jumper. The Nuggets came down, they hit a 3 to almost end the half, and then Frank Mason came down with 5 seconds left to hit a 3 at the buzzer. Pretty big, but we were still down by 15 going into the half. It was not great. Doug Christie and Grant Napier basically mentioned that if the Kings came out with some big energy, maybe they could make a run of the third, but we came out completely flat. Really no difference made, and the game was basically over halfway through the third. I basically stopped watching, so there wasn't much to really comment about for me. In the entire fourth quarter was basically garbage time. It was Marvin Bagley's dominance time as well. Marvin Bagley had a really solid game. It was nice to see. And yeah, moving on from that, basically we're going to have a new format here. We're going to have the bad, the good, and what to look forward to. And so we're going to start with the bad because we don't like ending with the bad. So for the bad, we basically have the Kings defense and rebounding. We cannot defend for our lives. Grant Napier points it out all the time. We give up really easy dribble penetration for no reason. We just give it up. That creates a lot of problems, especially when it comes to distributing the ball for other teams, and we're just caught running around. And yeah, open threes, open jumpers, easy points just throughout the game, and it just makes it rough for us because we're always playing catch up. Rebounding just worsens the problem because when we do get a stop, we can't get the rebound, and they just have second chance points throughout the whole game. They just need to probably just rebound by committee in some ways. I know there's a lot of moments where they're just not boxing out people. There was just a moment where Trey Lyles had a huge putback dump because there was no box out. He just ran straight down the lane. But hopefully they'll learn. Hopefully Dave Yeager will put some more emphasis on rebounding. We'll see how it goes. Another bad is Fox shooting. Fox is shooting. I know I mentioned in previous videos that hopefully he'll pick it up. I do believe in his jumper. I've seen it. I've literally seen it with my own 2 eyes. He has a jumper. Maybe it's just confidence. I don't know what it is, but this game he was so off. Pretty uncharacteristic, especially just with how confident he's been at the end of last season, at the beginning of this season. But you know, you're gonna have those moments, especially when you're so young. Hopefully he'll bounce back the next game. I really do believe in his shot. He did struggle from 3, he struggled from the field today, he was 2 of 8. He struggled from the free throw line as well, 2 of 5, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully he'll improve. Maybe he's just tired, honestly. He played 40 minutes last game and they're on the road going up altitude to Denver. We'll see how it goes. Moving on to the good. Marvin Bagley had a very, very, very good game. Although most of it did come during garbage time against the bench, but still very good signs. His line was 20 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 blocks. Good stuff, honestly. 5 blocks was the most surprising part about it to me. I wouldn't say it was all good, like he had some pretty bad lapses of defense as well, but the blocks were pretty impressive from my point of view. Yeah, I really liked what I saw from Marvin Bagley today. He was really under control. He had a few really nice plays from what I saw. What I saw, like when he was put in the game against Jokic, there was a moment where Marvin was coming down from 3-point line. He was dribbling in, and Jokic was clearly going to take a charge, and most young players would just barrel straight into the guy, but Marvin had the patience, honestly, just to go around him. I know that sounds so simple, but I just see so many young guys, especially on the Kings, who just barrel straight into that so obviously. But yeah, it was really nice to see that he was under control. There was honestly many moments of that in this game. Too many to really point out, too simple as well, but yeah, I was impressed from what I saw. Although he still needs to develop that right hand. Maybe teams will start seeing that, but honestly, I really enjoy watching his effort. He's gonna be really fun to watch in the future as well. He'll get it together, honestly. I really do believe it. Grant Napier's always talking about his work ethic and what he sees working on before the game, and it's honestly paying off. I love Bagley's game. Oh yeah, Justin Jackson. I know I've been destroying him these past few videos, but he's improved. He had a really steady game today. He had some pretty nice jumpers today. He looked really confident. Hopefully he'll keep it up. We honestly need that scoring punch off the bench as much as we can get, honestly, especially from that small forward position. That's big. He looked pretty calm. He had a pretty nice 2-man game going with Willie Cauley-Stein. But yeah, hopefully he'll keep that jumper going, because we honestly need that 3-point shooting. It's pretty big. Frank Mason, he picked up a lot of minutes today, mainly because garbage time, but he looked really good from what we saw. He had 14 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds. Pretty nice. Yeah, he looked really under control, and what I like about him is that even though he didn't play last game, he open mind. Like, when you need to call on him, he'll be ready. So that's what I appreciate about Frank Mason. Hopefully he'll keep it up. I like what I'm seeing from him. And yeah, those were the bright spots. So what to look forward to. Essentially, we have 2 home games coming up against the Grizzlies and the Wizards. I believe that is Thursday and Friday, back to back. We got 3 games in 4 nights. Gonna be big. That Grizzlies game is gonna be a really tough game, especially since we need to grind it out. That'll be a good test for our offense, especially since that defense is so good as well. That Wizards game is gonna be tough, especially since it's gonna be the 3rd one in 4 nights. But we'll see how it goes. It's gonna be tough to really keep up that pace, but looking forward to it. But yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.